Hello, welcome to another video here on our Minnesota Vikings news channel. Today we have two hot news for you. Two stars may arrive in Minnesota to reinforce the Vikings team. So enough of the delay, subscribe to the channel, and leave your like here on this video. Let's go. Cornerback DJ Reed is considered the most important free agent for the Vikings to sign. Reed has been a standout cornerback for the New York Jets over the past 5 seasons. The Minnesota Vikings have a lot of work ahead of them this offseason, and finding good players in free agency is among the tasks. The biggest decision of the offseason will be at quarterback and whether they bring back Sam Darnold after a breakout season or hand the reins to J.J. McCarthy, who appears ready to return from a meniscus injury that ended his rookie season. But beyond that, the Vikings will have holes to fill on the roster, including in the secondary. Minnesota allowed the 5th most passing yards per game, 242.0, last season, and its top free agents include cornerbacks Byron Murphy Jr., Shaq Griffin, and Stephon Gilmore, who are all eligible to retire, as well as safeties Cam Bynum and Theo Jackson. There are decisions to be made. And that's why Bleacher Report's Gary Davenport dubbed free agent cornerback DJ Reed, most recently a New York Jet, as the most important target for the Vikings in free agency. Davenport did note that this signing assumes the Vikings extend or franchise tag Darnold, giving them leverage in any potential offseason trades for the quarterback. Reed, 28, has established himself as a consistently strong cornerback in New York, where he has spent the past 3 seasons. In 14 games in 2024, Reed had 64 tackles, 11 passes defensed, and 1 sack. Pro Football Focus, PFF, gave him an overall grade of 70.7, 43rd out of 223 ranked cornerbacks, and a coverage grade of 70.1, 47th out of 223 cornerbacks. Reed is not a superstar, Davenport wrote, but the 28-year-old is a quality starter who hasn't allowed a passer rating under 90 in any of the past 5 seasons. In 101 career NFL games, Reed recorded 414 total tackles, 50 passes defensed, 6 interceptions, 4 forced fumbles, 3 fumble recoveries, and a pair of sacks. Reed has played in at least 10 games in each of his 7 NFL seasons, his best performance coming in 2021 with the Seattle Seahawks, according to PFF, when he earned an overall grade of 78.6. There's reason to believe Reed would be a good fit in Brian Flores' defense as a standout cornerback who would improve his pass defending ability from day one. The Vikings have salary cap space if they want to make Reed a priority in the offseason. The Minnesota Vikings are looking to bolster several positions on the offensive line, and Chicago Bears left guard Tevin Jenkins could be the solution they're looking for. A second-round pick in the 2021 draft, Jenkins, 26, faces the challenge of proving his versatility and physical toughness, traits that could appeal to the Vikings. The timing is perfect for point guard Tevin Jenkins to shine, both in his career and on the NFL stage. With interior linemen getting more attention, the 26-year-old has been an important piece in Chicago. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox said on February 17th. Originally a tackle, Jenkins has established himself as a guard and has been a standout starter when healthy. Pro Football Focus ranked him as the 15th best guard in 2024. Jenkins is coming off a 4-year, $8.4 million contract he signed as a rookie. According to Over the Cap, the Vikings will have $58 million available to spend next season, which could be enough to bring in a new quarterback, like Sam Darnold, or even bolster other key positions. Jenkins has previously commented on his status as a free agent at the end of the season, and the Vikings face him twice a year, so they already know him well. Spotrac estimates his market value at $10.3 million per year, suggesting a 3-year, $31 million contract. Tevin Jenkins is a potential upgrade for the Vikings, especially compared to Blake Brandel, one of the weakest spots on the offensive line in 2024. Minnesota had to turn to Brandel after the prolonged holdout of Dalton Risner, who eventually replaced Ed Ingram at right guard. PFF ranked Brandel as the 40th best guard, while Ingram and Risner ranked 99th and 100th, respectively. The trio struggled in run blocking, but Brandel and Risner excelled as pass blockers. Adding Jenkins could be a big boost in run blocking, but his reliance could be a risk. Jenkins' biggest problem has been his availability. Although he remained on the field for most of his career, injuries and illnesses took their toll on him, and he never played more than 14 games in a season. Additionally, the Vikings face other questions on the offensive line, particularly at left tackle, following the injury to Christian Darrisaw. Despite the importance of the interior of the line, protecting the quarterback's blind side remains crucial. With Darrisaw's recovery still uncertain, the Vikings traded Cam Robinson during the offseason, but he could command a salary north of $20 million per year, which could put the Vikings in a tough spot. Still, a return to Minnesota is not out of the question, as the Vikings are interested in strengthening that position. Darrisaw's future, combined with potential moves for Jenkins and Robinson, will certainly be one of the big stories of the Vikings offseason.